to ROCA Podcast.
Hello and welcome to yet another episode of the ROCA Podcast. Today we have with us U.A.E.-based entrepreneur and businessman Farhad Variava. Hello, Mr. Variava. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How about you?
We're good. Yeah, let's get right into it.
So, the first question is, how and why did you start your business?
Okay. I was jobless, after working for 10 years. And then I had the option of either search for a new job or start my own business. I decided to start my own business because I had client base. I'd worked for a company for 10 years, and I knew all those previous clients of mine would support me in my business. So hence, it was a very easy decision to start my business.
So also, would you maybe tell the audience, what your business is? Because I don't think everyone knows.
Right. Okay. I'm into corporate gifts. We started the company in 1989. It's called Clouds Trading, and we sell anything and everything where a company wants branded items.
Okay, so a trading company, basically. All right.
Right. Well, actually, lots of companies actually require the corporate gifts, like branded stuff for watches, pens, wallets, car banners, sunshades, and all that. We do all that.
All right. Okay.
We source things out for them with the brand.
Okay. So, what was you told us why you started it and how, but what was your idea? How did you come up with the idea that, I'm going to start a trading company?
Well, actually, I was dealing in this sort of things, for my previous employer. And it was easy for me to go into this line.
Okay. Did you?
I worked for that for 10 years, and basically I needed to do what I was actually used to and good at.
So you had enough experience before already, so it was not that hard for you.
Yeah, that's right.
So since you have your own business, right? Do you think that working, having your own business, working at your own business is easier or harder than working at a regular job or working for someone else?
Well, there are two sides to that. With your own business, when you start your own business, you got to think about a lot of things. It's your responsibility. You make sure you end up in profits, irrespective of anything. You probably put in 18 hours in a day to ensure everything works good. When you work, actually, you just work for 9 hours in a day, go home, relax, wind up. Yeah. But with your business, you cannot do that. That's a flip side.
So
it was tough. When we started it was tough. We were practically working for 18 hours, doing everything, what we can, accounting, selling, delivering, because of course you have very less capital. You got to make sure that, you don't run out of capital very soon.
Yeah. All right. Just a quick thing. I think Ray has technical problems. So, yeah.
Oh, can you guys hear me now?
Oh, yeah, we can.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Right. So another question we wanted to ask you was, what was your experience in becoming a registered company here, especially way back in the 80s? Because if I'm correct, that's when you moved to U.A.E, right? And so what was the legal process back then? Was it convenient? Was it difficult? How was it?
When we started in 1989, it was really difficult, actually. We had to go through a couple of departments to get our company registered, work with different departments, ensure we have the guidelines from them. We maintain those guidelines, get the clearance. Now it's pretty easy. Probably it's one window shopping for everything, and I would say it's much, much easier right now than when we started.
Right. And do you think that's because, especially Dubai as an emirate, they've been more open to new businesses coming up?
In the business side of thing, practically everything starts from Dubai, and it filters down to other emirates, and they follow up whatever Dubai does. And Dubai really tries to make things easier for businesses to be set up. Nowadays, actually, you can set up a business in 24 hours rather.
Okay, that's pretty interesting. But so then, I just wanted to say, if Dubai is the main one, why do some businesses also are there in Abu Dhabi, right? But
Yeah,
what's the difference between an Abu Dhabi business and a Dubai business, in your opinion?
well,
Or is it the
actually,
same?
what happens is like if you're Dubai based, probably it's easier to handle a lot of your clients from Middle East.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of movement in Dubai, like a lot of fairs, a lot of exhibitions going on.
Is it
Because
because
they have
it's more of a bigger city?
not a bigger city, but
Like it's more of a hub. There's more transits and stuff like that.
it's more of a hub, for Middle East trading, and it's
Right.
been established like that, So it's been since ages. Abu Dhabi will take a bit longer time to be where Dubai is right now,
Right.
as far as
Thank you.
trading in Middle East is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think it would be easier to start a business here in the UAE or back home in India or elsewhere in the world?
Well, actually, I can't compare because actually I don't know the situation in India.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been in a business in India, so I wouldn't compare it. But definitely, I would say that red tape over here is much lesser than India.
Okay, but that was your first business you ever created, right? You didn't have any prior experience with opening businesses?
No, nothing at all. I was like pretty fresh after graduation from here, from Bombay, and I wouldn't know much about what's happening in India.
Okay, and did
set up your business.
Did the current situation with COVID-19 like affect your business, like in any way?
It does. It does. If anybody says otherwise, they're lying.
Right.
So is there?
So what measures have you taken to, like, I guess, offset the lack of business? Are you thinking of perhaps diversifying, or do you think it would be a better strategy to just hold out and wait until it's all over? What do you think would be the best move for like small businesses?
Okay, we decided to hold on because that's a line we know. And if we go into any other program, we don't know that line and we might have a bigger loss.
Right. So it's better to just stick to what you know how to do rather than venture off with clueless without any idea.
Exactly.
Right. And now, as an expat, what are your experiences with doing business with the locals here in the UAE?
They are pretty good, they go out of your way to help you out as far as business is concerned, if they feel that you're genuine.
Right.
Nowadays, you're pretty smart, if they do know that, you're genuine or you're not genuine. And if you're genuine, they really go out of their way to help you. So pretty good experience with them. I have no bad experience with dealing with locals.
Right.
So if let's say you would like to diversify, right? Doesn't matter if you know anything about it. Let's just hypothetically, you wanted to diversify. In what sector would you diversify? Like maybe real estate or maybe,
Well, actually, I would say the only thing I'll diversify now is retire.
Okay, that's a good one. Yeah.
I'll hang up my boots and I say, thanks, I had enough.
Let's say you're like younger, like mid-30s, 40s, and you want to make even more money and diversify and make a big company. Where would you diversify into?
In a hypothetical situation.
Yeah, like theoretically.
Okay, tough question. Probably have a chain of restaurants, cafeterias. That's where like cash floats in. I would dream about that. Okay, you don't have to think about cash coming in. If you have cafeterias and restaurants at the right places, that's where the money is right now. I hardly see a restaurant or cafeteria suffering.
Right. So
it keeps on going.
So if a young person comes up to you, right? Let's say he freshly graduated from high school. He got his diploma, and he also wanted to start his own business, and he comes up to you for advice. What would you tell him?
Well, it depends. I would say that he starts working somewhere before he starts his business, so he gets the idea of how the business gets run. and then he actually puts himself in a business path.
Yeah.
I would prefer somebody works on the floor, gets the idea, and then he goes into business rather than somebody just going into business being a fresh graduate.
Yeah,
Right.
makes sense.
So
Yeah.
for like, I know there's a lot of people that think doing business is very easy and they don't want to go to college or whatever and don't want to work either and just straight up start their own business. But you're saying that would be an extremely bad idea because then they would be going into an area where they've got zero experience essentially. That's not the right thing to do.
It would be. Well, we see 80% of the fresh guys actually going into business, they flop in a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
If you see the trend, you have no floor experience. Okay, you are graduated, you have knowledge, but you don't have floor experience. So probably 80% go bust in couple of years.
Mm. And because you said like just hypothetically you would open a chain of restaurants, would you then start making your own restaurant, like your own brand kind of, or would you open franchises from, I don't know, let's say McDonald's or whatever?
I'd rather go in for my own brand instead of going for a chain.
Okay. And do you think
if you have your own ideas, you go with your own brand. You don't have to go for the chain, because probably in the chain, they are the ones who make a lot of money, not you.
Yeah, they'll take a percentage and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you think that in today's world, with the internet and all the social media and the advertisement possibilities, do you think it's easier to not just start a business but maybe even be successful to some extent than 20, 30 years ago?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
So how today the internet is everything basically. So do you think it is easier today to not only start a business but be successful with a business because of the internet, like putting advertisement up in the internet, having social media accounts for the business? Do you think it's easier to grow businesses today than
Definitely. It's much easier. You have a really vast media where you can actually put your brands up, put your products up. It's much easier.
Okay.
You can source things out from the net also, so it's much easier.
Yeah. And
has your business been taking the online route recently?
Oh yeah, we do.
Oh,
we just started 3 years back, and we're generating a bit of a profit on that, so that's fine.
Right. So it definitely works then.
It does work.
It's not just a one-hit wonder. Yeah.
It does work. You're not spending a fortune, so you are safe with that.
Yeah. Also, so 10 years ago, 5 years ago, Dubai was U.A.E was known for, having no taxes at all. But then, the 5% taxes came in. Did that in some way influence your business or how you treat your business now because of those 5%?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Before U.A.E was...
VAT.
Yeah, VAT, exactly. Did that in any way influence your business?
No, basically it won't affect my business because actually, we charge the VAT to the client, and whatever we get from the client, we pay to the government. So it really doesn't bother us.
Okay, all right. And what would you say is, if hypothetically again, if you were a young man and you wanted to start a business, what do you think is the most lucrative business today in this age?
Well, apart from my line, I don't know anything more. Really.
So trading is the way to go, no matter what.
I didn't diversify. I'll say I was too lazy, working 18 hours a day. Mm-hmm. I had no time to think about anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah. And I know I asked you before and you said you didn't have much idea about it, but if you could choose one other country to open your business in or expand your business into another country, which one would you pick and why?
Okay. Again, I'll rather go to Hong Kong. I've been over there a couple of times. Practically, it was a pilgrimage for us. Every year we have to go there to source our things. I'll rather be there. A lot of opportunities because we consider China as a market, a production unit, and Hong Kong as a selling unit.
Okay.
So things are easier to source from China if you're based in Hong Kong and sell all over the world. It's like Hong Kong is a window for China. So if you're into selling business, Hong Kong is the best place.
Okay, right now it's kind of hard, because of COVID and everything. But would you consider, maybe opening a branch kind of or transferring your operation thing in Hong Kong?
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Even if Corona would disappear and everything?
Not anymore because I would say the situation is like pretty bad in Hong Kong as well right now. I would say it's like all over the world the situation is bad.
Yeah.
So as you said, just thinking about it, if I had to set up an office, expand my business, set up a branch, I would rather go to Hong Kong.
Okay. All right.
Right. Perfect. Thank you for your time, Mr. Variava. We thoroughly enjoyed that conversation.
Thanks
Thank you
a lot,
very much, sir.
you guys. Good luck. Good luck to you guys.
Thank you very much.
See ya, guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Thanks. Bye. Bye.